and good day, everybody. It's your boy Maj tuning in with you on this beautiful episode number 22 of Outside of the Box Thinking. On this episode, I share with you ideas that, being the black sheep of my family and the person that is having the most thoughts and sharing them, that most people aren't. And it makes me wonder why. You may be the one in your family that are also experiencing this, and that's why you're here. That's why you're here, and I want to share with you my thoughts, my way of thinking on this episode of number 22, Outside the Box Thinking. Is technology making us more human, or is it making us more disconnected? Okay, there we go. Man, I just had a scam call come in and then it just messed with the live. That is the worst. Worst feeling when you're flowing on a live and then boom. Try to make this semi-quick. I'm noticing that I have to do most of my lives early in the morning or late at night to not get interrupted. Anyways, I want to share with you, is technology making us more human, or is it making us more disconnected as a collective, as human beings in society? Most people that are using technology are actually involved in society. Technology is what drives society to achieve things academically, to achieve things as a civilization, so to speak. Because a lot of us involved in society, whether it's, the U.S. society, if you want to frame it that way, by countries, Asian society, however you want to frame it, technology is going to be involved. And if you are paying taxes in your country, let me just say it this way, you're going to be affected by the use of technology. So what do we do about technology? Do we get afraid? Do we run and hide? Or do we actually pivot and adapt, as we have been doing for millennia, being humans, thousands and thousands of years being humans, right? I just got this new watch, new G-Shock. I love it. I've been putting it every 12 minutes. Or not every 12 minutes, every hour it will go off. Just to let me know and be like, okay, this is what time of day you're in. Let's get more focused. Let's be in the moment. What do we got to do today? So, yeah, I wanted to, man, I got to go to this job right now, so it's going to be interesting. Anyways, don't mean to get sidetracked. If you are involved in society, you're going to be using technology. And whether you believe it or not, you'll also be using technology, or it will be using you, right? Most people are getting used by technology because they're not consciously involved in what's actually going on. Hey, thanks for saying what up in the chat. Where y'all coming in live from? Please drop a like, share, and subscribe if you're feeling your boys' content. If it's your first time here, welcome. Just sharing with you guys the importance of technology and why we need to pivot and learn from it, especially if you're on a smartphone, a smart device. You're using technology, you're leveraging technology. And the crazy thing to think is 20 years ago, we would not be able to have this conversation and go live. And I wouldn't be able to share my thoughts with you, maybe hundreds, thousands of miles away from where I am physically. And here I am sharing this content with you, right? So 2025, here we are, and we're going into the age of a huge shift from Web 2 to Web 3, which Web 2 is more of like your social medias, things amongst those lines, your Facebooks, Instagrams, TikTok, all those things. And we're shifting into the Web 3 way of being, and that's more of having a digital version of the things that are here physically in this reality, right? So things from the currency that we have, things such as me going physically to a job in this world to learn and earn and become a person of value in the physical space. I can now do that in the digital space, on the Web3 space, right? So we're going to have a lot more virtual reactions, a lot more virtual reality. I don't know about augmented reality. Maybe we'll have that as well. And, having that Iron Man type of stuff, those are the things that I believe we're going to be having a huge uptick coming in the next 5 years. That with the shift of cryptocurrency, a lot of people in the space, businesses in the space, hell, even countries now in the space, putting regulation together here in the US to support things of digitalizing and putting our financial system into Web3. And that's important because if you're watching this video, you are spending more than 80% of your life working for $1 that is getting printed into oblivion at just the press of a button, right? How does that make you feel? When I felt that, and I'm like, wow, I'm working hourly. When I was working hourly at XYZ dollars an hour, when someone somewhere else is either just waking up and they don't have to do the trading the time for hours, time is money type of mindset. Instead, they're just living out their lives because they set up a plan and a system and put it into play. So, that in particular in itself with the finances, right? Real estate, you're going to have digital real estate, right? You're going to have all of these things that are going to bring us out of this physical world and put us into a digital space that's not here but is artificial and is made by man, and we're going to be creating a whole reality in that self, right? I believe based off of what I've been experiencing for the last 5-10 years of seeing people on smart devices, we're going to be there's going to be people that use a technology for good, and B, there's going to be people that use technology unbeknownst to them in a bad way, right? Because they're not willing to learn how to leverage this device to get themselves ahead and become a better version of themselves, right? Because we're either moving forward or we're moving back. I believe in this reality that we live. We're not always on a stagnant. It works. Hey guys, I have to hold you down here near the AC. I'm sorry, I lost my phone, overheated, right? Technology. But I don't know where I was, so I'm just gonna pick up from where I feel in this moment. And just like that, we're disconnected because technology has its flaws. It's not perfect. Just like us humans, we're not perfect. But we do the best that we can, I believe, at a really individual level, as above, so below. Sorry about the shaking, but it's my arms just resting here holding the phone. Let's see if I could just hover a bit and keep this thing afloat. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate it. But yeah, me personally, I'm leveraging technology to improve my finances, improve my business, improve my relationships, improve my way of thinking, improve my mindset. I'm using it as a tool and an extension of this reality to better understand my internal reality, my external reality, and how I can improve people situations that I have with these people. Oh man, a lot of people aren't paying attention here, and those types of things I feel like are going to allow people to utilize technology to become closer, know when to say no, having that balance of, if you're hanging out with people that you love, we cannot get time back, and you're much better off just turning off your phone or whatever device, because I believe there's going to be other devices out here within the next, who knows, maybe next year, that's going to be greater than the phone and allow us to experience Web3, a different type of reality that's not here. This technology is getting crazy right now. If y'all are paying attention to AI and understanding and understanding the benefits as to how it can benefit your business, but also at the same time benefit your relationships. All these things I just mentioned. If you're able to see it, you can also see the bad, right? Because like Uncle Ben said, with great power comes great responsibility. For those that are familiar with Spider-Man, shout out to my Spider-Man fans. It's one of my favorite superheroes ever. I would say top 3 superheroes would be Batman, Spider-Man. Okay, I'm thinking about different stories as well. And maybe, Batman, Spider-Man, and I want to say Wolverine, because I like Wolverine's just mean. I got that Wolverine vibe. I love Wolverine. Anyways, what do you think about technology? How are you using technology on your day-to-day? AIs, cryptos, the internet, your social media. How are you using it to improve your life and not add decay to your life, right? There's now technology's getting to the point where it's gonna make people more dumb. It's gonna make people not want to be uncomfortable, and they're gonna use it to the point where they start to lose their natural way of being, or their natural, how do I want to say this? Their natural abilities, right? Like, for example, me talking to you here on this video on a live is utilizing technology to improve my speaking skills, to improve my driving while going live skills. I hate going live when I'm driving, man, but to be real, being a father that is also running businesses at the same time, it's very difficult just to sit down and do this thing, but also have time to work out, play with my son, hang out with my wife, and tend to customers' needs throughout the whole day. It is not easy being a business owner, and when I was single, it was a bit easier. But now that I'm a father and I did my first year being a business owner, I had to utilize technology myself to free up my time so that I can spend more time with my family, spend more time understanding myself, and spend more time doing the things that I want to do in life, and utilizing AI and technology for the things that I don't want to do, and the things that have been draining me of my life energy, because I know that task needs to be done, but I'm just like, I don't want to do this. For example, I'm gonna go live about my cleaning business here soon, and sharing with y'all how I am scaling my business to $1 million. Let's see, how long I've been doing that challenge. I think I started that challenge in April. I'm not too sure. I think it might have been April. Anyways, on that challenge, I'm sharing with you the benefits of how AI has improved my business. And that's something that I now even more so I'm paying attention to when leveraging this technology. I believe technology is going to be able to give us our time back instead of giving our time away if you utilize it properly. If you're utilizing it to be more present in the moment, let me say that again. If you're utilizing technology to be more present in the moment, it's going to allow you to be more human and more connected and in tune with Allah, the God, the whatever you believe in. It's going to allow you to connect more in the moment. However, there's a caveat with everything, I believe. There's a energy demand of AI and technology. There's outputs that are going to cause waste in certain areas because of AI and technology. Just say, for example, Amazon. We have fast fashion. A bunch of people are able to order at the convenience of their home or wherever they're at because they have access to a smartphone. So they're able to order all these things that they don't need. They return it, or wherever this stuff ends up, that's a byproduct of AI or AI and technology in itself, but I believe also on the other end, we'll have AI and technology that will combat these issues. As long as there's always those problem solvers out there in the world that are motivated, inspired, and driven to solve problems, there's always going to be problem developers and problem solvers, right? Let's just hope that more people are on the problem solving side than the problem causers. But hey, I love solving problems. My fellow entrepreneurs out there, I know you love solving problems as well. So let's just solve these problems together. You know, like, I'm on my way to go power wash this dude's house, and the value that I'm able to give to this person right now, and I'll touch on this on my live here in the next live that I go here in a little bit. I'm able to leverage technology. I wouldn't have been able to do this 20 years ago. Well, let's see, 20 years ago is 2005. Yeah, 2005, I would have been able to, I would still have been able to call him, but you know, I wouldn't be able to share this journey with you guys back in 2005, because from what I remember in my knowledge, let's see, where was I? I think I was in 8th grade. No, 7th grade, something like that, in 2005, bro. Like, I remember playing NBA Live 2005. I think it had Jason Kidd on the front. Let me know in the comments if that's true as well, man. Even video games. And so, like, utilizing the first time I started playing video games on live, and the concept of playing someone in a different country or in a different place that's not next to me was insane to me. Now it's so common to be able to play with somebody, like play in a virtual world with somebody else that's in a different side of the planet than you, right? That's so wild to me. Just imagine now being able to transact and have that at your fingertips with where you are right now to someone that's thousands and thousands of miles away. That's wild. That's wild to me, right? But I digress. I wanted to just, share this thought-provoking idea that's really been festering in my mind for a while, and I hope you enjoyed this episode 22 of Outside the Box Thinking. I apologize for the phone overheating there, but hey, it's all good in the neighborhood. There is mad traffic right now, man. I am so glad I don't live in the city. I'm not a city person. I'm like, yo, you get the fuck away from me. Like, that's the kind of person I am when it comes down to this. Should I take the toll? I'm just gonna cruise. I'm just gonna cruise on going. But anyways, please like, share, subscribe. Your boy Mosh is tuning out. Check me out on Instagram. I will be getting back on Instagram the second. Let's see, what is it? I will be getting back on Instagram in December. I'll come up with the time. I'm gonna see how long it's been since I've been in the socials, posting content, because I made a promise to myself that I'm not gonna come back to social media until I bring something of value. And by value, that means offering what I have of value to somebody else, to the point where other people see the value and elicits a cause or elicits action, right? So that's what I view this as social media as a tool, because that's technology too, as a tool to allow me to provide value to wherever you guys are. I just want to share love with everybody. There's times where I get more caught up in just the digital side of things instead of being in the moment and being present with the people that are in my physical circle. So this is a physical circle right now. Again, like, share, subscribe. I truly appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Stay blessed. MAJ, SAYY. Peace and out.